Commodore 1084S, new in the box. This box is actually in really good condition too. A lot of these Commodore boxes look really yellow and torn up from what I've seen in the past, so this is pretty nice. The 1084S is one of my favorite Commodore monitors. It uses a slot mass tube, but it's one of the highest TVL slot mass tubes you can find. So it's a really nice tube because it's super high quality for a slot mass, which is really uncommon. So that's one of my favorite things about the 1084. Plus it supports RGB, S-Video via Chroma and Luma, and also Composite. And the S model has stereo speakers, so let's get into this and see what it looks like. There we go. I was told that some extra paper was packed in here to prevent movement because this was originally shipped to me, just to help protect it a little bit better. So here's the manual. Still looks super fresh. Here's the monitor. The cardboard's falling apart a little bit here. That's looking good. I'm gonna pull this out. Looking real good. It's really nice that it has this door here. Lots of times these doors are missing. And lots of times if you have the door, they just look really dirty inside, because these catch a lot of dirt and lint and it's just hard to clean. So it's nice seeing it super clean in there. Headphone jack. So this is audio right, audio left, video in Chroma. So I guess when you're in Chroma mode, aka S-Video, you would use this for Luma. Here's the RGB input, digital and analog RGB, vertical height adjustment for the roster. March 1989. Alright, let's try powering it on. Make sure it's all good. Actually, I might open it up first and just take a look at the inside. Alright, I pulled the back off of it. It's right here. Just be mindful when you pull these off. You got the two speakers connected, so you have to unplug those. And here's the inside. Everything looks like we would expect it to on a new monitor. You just want to look inside these, make sure that there's no dust or anything. See how this is like super clean? That's a really good sign that it's brand new, it's never been used. There's no like burn or heat marks on the tube here or on the neck board or anywhere in here. You're just looking at everything, making sure it looks clean, no heat marks, no... I mean, since I'm looking this over, I'm also looking for any swollen caps or anything like that. But it looks really good. This is one monstrous heatsink here. I love that. I guess that's the voltage regulator. Yeah, but everything looks good. Let's try powering on and see how it looks. Here we have the Wii via Composite into it. Just wanted to test Composite first, and it's looking great in my opinion. This is Composite and it looks awesome. Any weird stuff on the camera we're seeing is just the refresh rate's not lining up. So there's a H position adjustment down here. See how the screen scoots to the left and to the right, so we can zero that in right where we want it. We go to the 240p test suite grid. It's looking pretty awesome. Adjust this to the left and right a little bit. If you wanted to, you could shrink it and scoot it up and down. Each game's going to be a little bit different. There's, let's see, where is it back here? V size and V position right there. Oops, you can't see where I'm pointing, but these two right here. If you really wanted to adjust that some, but I mean, I would just leave it. There's some dust on the tube here. Yeah, this is all just dust. Something else worth looking at would be scroll test. Making sure nothing looks too crazy. Brightness. Yeah, the correct brightness, I would say, is where you can only see this line just a little bit, so I'll turn it down. In real life, it's about right there. Here's contrast. That's up all the way, super bright. I'd turn it down just a little bit. Let's try RGB. Here's just a homemade RGB cable I made. This is like the DB9 connector, and it goes into just this VGA connector, which is connected to the mister. So that's in. Turn it to RGB right here. Boom. Look at that. Looks awesome. Super sharp. See those scan lines? Looks really good. Yeah, I love it. Beautiful. Yeah, it's really nice when you can find a brand new set like this. This is the Toshiba tube. There's a few different tubes for these Commodore monitors. But everything's looking really good to me. Everything's hooked up, everything's working right. Let's try putting the back on and actually hooking sound into the speakers just to make sure that works right. Oh, before I do that, something else worth noting is these power buttons right here, these always go bad on Commodore monitors. So what's really nice too is a new one hasn't had the wear of going out yet, so you can see it works properly. I guess I didn't push it in all the way. Yeah, there we go. You gotta push it. So that was my fault. I'll show you. See, yeah, you just gotta push it hard. But that's normal. That's just me holding a camera and not pushing a button correctly. All right, I'll try putting the back on and hooking the speakers up and make sure the speakers all work good. All right, I got everything back together. I got a Composite with my 2 audios to test the speakers. Jeez, I can't believe what dirty handprints I put on this already. Fingerprints. All right, let's power it up and test the speakers. I gotta put this back on Composite. Is that the right one? Yeah, Composite. Now, let's put a game on. Test the speakers. Let's see. I gotta get a game on. There we go. It actually sounds really good. I hear a speaker here working. What about over here? Yep, I hear a speaker over here working. Let's try adjusting brightness down a little bit. Here's volume. Listen to that bass. Turn it down. What is this? Brightness. Yeah. Turn it down about there. Tint. Whoa, that's not right. Turn it back. Yeah, that looks good. Color. See, no color. Turn the color back. That looks good. V-hold. Adjust the V-hold. There it is. All these are working nicely and they're spinning freely. These pots in here, which is nice. Of course, that's another benefit of it being brand new. Horizontal position, get it just right. As you can see in this game, maybe it could be scooted down just a little bit, but each game is a little different. I'll show you, I'll scoot it down just so you can see. I'm gonna go in here and, or that's the V height. I can't adjust the V position unless I open it, but I can adjust the V height a little bit. I think that covers everything for the new in-box 1084S Commodore. These are overall awesome monitors. These are one of my favorites because of the higher TVL, and what I mean by that is the finer phosphor lines. There's more phosphor lines on the tube, but it's also a slot mask, which means they're made up of little slots, which is just a really uncommon combo. So they look really, really nice. These Commodores are made really great. Overall, I just think, yeah, I mean, they're one of my favorite sets. Yeah, if you find one of these, definitely pick it up. They're just overall great monitors. Commodores in general are really beautiful, and just the colors always look really, really pop. All right, thanks for watching.